day on the net. American far-right bloggers blamed for influencing the Oslo killer. Web users denounce a revival of ethnic tensions in Turkey. And Microsoft is offering a $250,000 reward for information on cybercriminals. Web users have been sifting through the 1,500-page manifesto posted online by Anders Breivik, trying to work out who influenced the killer and understand his motives. The suspect in last Friday's twin attacks in Norway appears to have plagiarized sections of the manifesto written by Ted Kaczynski, also known as the Unabomber. He's changed particular words like leftism, for example, and replaced it with multiculturalism. And although Anders Breivik does not cite this ecological militant who killed around 20 people in the 80s and 90s, he does make a number of references to various American anti-Muslim bloggers. Bloggers like Robert Spencer from the site Jihad Watch. Recent reports suggest his writing inspired the Norwegian killer, but Spencer has defended himself and states that murdering children does nothing to help the fight against the global jihad. Another one of Anders Breivik's recommendations is the blog Atlas Shrugs. Pamela Geller, who runs the blog, also dismisses any responsibility in Friday's massacre, describing the accusations against her as ridiculous. The anonymous authors of the blog Gates of Vienna maintain they have never encouraged violence. Anders Breivik had included an article published on their site in 2006 in his manifesto, an article which tries to prove that radical Muslims and moderate Muslims are allies. Blogger Peter Dowell says although American anti-Muslim bloggers influenced Anders Breivik, he alone is responsible for the attacks and not the bloggers who inspired him. There's been a revival of tensions in Turkey after 13 soldiers were killed in a Kurdish rebel attack on the 14th of July. The deaths have sparked a public outrage, with some demonstrators carrying out acts of revenge. Last Thursday, a rally in a suburb of Istanbul degenerated into violent clashes. The rally had been organised by a Turkish nationalist group. This Facebook page urged citizens to descend upon headquarters of the BDP, the country's largest pro-Kurdish party. And as we can see in this amateur video, the police intervened to stop the fighting, which had broken out between nationalist demonstrators and activist groups supporting the PKK separatists. Many web users have been talking about their weariness with the situation on social media sites, denouncing the systematic resort to violence when dealing with the Kurdish problem. Kenan Sirin, for example, deplores the fact the two parties prefer to spend their time attacking each other rather than engaging in constructive dialogue. And it would appear that most people in Turkey now refuse to see the situation deteriorate further and are preaching tolerance. Many have been showing their support to Aynur Dogan on this Facebook page. Last week, the singer had to leave the stage whilst performing at the Istanbul Jazz Festival. She had been booed by sections of the audience for singing in Kurdish. Thousands of students took part in a planking protest in the Philippines on the 19th of July. They used this new craze, which involves lying down, straight and stiff like a plank, and posting the photo online to denounce education cuts. The event was planned via the Facebook page Mass Planking for Our Right to Education, and students from all over the country took part.
Sa Kabataan Party List, mahigit 1,000 estudyante sa mga pamantasan tulad ng Polytechnic University.
Microsoft has declared war on the Russtock botnet. The American firm has taken out adverts in several Russian newspapers offering $250,000 for any information on this zombie computer network, which is allegedly responsible for half of the world's spams. According to Microsoft, the cyber criminals controlling Russtock are hiding in Russia, but there have not yet been any leads to exactly where. Playing Bach in the middle of the forest is already pretty out of the ordinary. But when the musician is actually a small wooden ball, it becomes a veritable work of art, which has been meticulously created, is as fragile as a house of cards, and is also a viral video promoting a Japanese mobile phone operator.